10 Powerful Ways to Make Any Man Fall Deeply in Love with You audiobook. Chapter 2. Be mysterious, but not distant. There's something magnetic about a woman who doesn't reveal everything all at once. She leaves space for imagination, space for curiosity, space for him to come closer. She's not closed off or manipulative. She simply values her own energy and doesn't feel the need to over-explain or overshare. That's the power of healthy mystery. It invites interest without causing confusion. It creates space without building walls. In a world where everyone is trying so hard to be seen, the woman who doesn't try too hard becomes the most fascinating of all. How curiosity fuels attraction. Attraction isn't just about what someone sees, it's about what they want to know. When you leave a little to the imagination, you activate a man's desire to explore you emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. That's not about withholding who you are, it's about not laying all your cards on the table immediately. You don't rush to prove yourself or impress him. You let the connection unfold naturally. Think of it like a story. Would you want to read a book where you're told the ending on page 2? Probably not. The same goes for connection. When you offer pieces of your world bit by bit, you create a rhythm of discovery. And discovery is what keeps a man coming back. The difference between healthy mystery and playing games. Let's be clear, healthy mystery is not manipulation. Playing games sounds like, let me wait 3 hours to text back so I seem busy. Let me pretend not to care, even though I do. Let me flirt with someone else to make him jealous. This kind of behavior doesn't inspire love, it creates insecurity and drama. It might trigger attention in the short term, but it damages trust in the long run. Healthy mystery, on the other hand, comes from authenticity and boundaries. It's not a tactic. It's a reflection of your own inner fullness. It looks like taking your time to get to know someone without oversharing, prioritizing your own life, passions, and peace, letting someone earn your trust gradually, not instantly. You're not pretending to be unavailable. You're simply not available to everyone, and that distinction is powerful. How to stay intriguing while still being emotionally available. It's completely possible to be warm, open, and emotionally available without giving away all your emotional real estate right away. You can be vulnerable without being exposed. The key is balance. Here's how to do both. 1. Share selectively, not excessively. Let him learn your layers over time. Share meaningful parts of yourself, but not every detail in the first few dates. Let your story unfold, not explode. 2. Maintain your own life rhythm. Keep doing what lights you up. Your passions, routines, and friendships shouldn't be sidelined for someone new. A man is drawn to a woman whose life is already rich and who may choose to invite him into it. 3. Listen more than you speak at first. When you listen closely and respond thoughtfully, you show depth. You give him space to express himself, and you become a safe place without becoming overly available. 4. Don't rush emotional intimacy. Let emotional closeness build through trust and time. Being emotionally available doesn't mean emotionally urgent. Take your time and give him the opportunity to earn deeper access to your heart. Mystery is an invitation, not a disguise. When used with authenticity, mystery becomes an art, a dance between openness and restraint. It draws someone closer. It invites a man to pursue connection, not just attention. When a woman can hold space for herself while remaining open to love, she becomes unforgettable. She becomes the kind of woman who isn't easy to figure out, and that's exactly what makes him want to stay and keep discovering. Here are real-life examples that show how to balance mystery with emotional availability. Real-life examples. 1. Danielle was on a date with someone new. When he asked about her past relationships, she smiled and said, "I've learned a lot from my past, happy to share more, and I'd love to hear about yours too." She stayed open, but didn't dump her full emotional history. This made her feel approachable, yet intriguing. He felt comfortable and curious to know more. 2. Rachel was dating a man who constantly asked to hang out last minute. Instead of always saying yes, she'd sometimes reply, "That sounds fun. I've already got plans tonight, but let's figure something out for this weekend." She wasn't rejecting him, she just had her own priorities. It made her life feel full and him more intentional about seeing her. Conversation starters that spark curiosity. Use these to deepen the connection while keeping a bit of mystery alive. What's something about you most people wouldn't guess? If I could only know 3 things about you, what should they be? What's a story you love to tell but haven't told me yet? What's something that's shaped who you are but you rarely talk about it? These questions are emotionally engaging but not overly personal too soon. They invite him into a space of mutual sharing and intrigue. Texting strategies that feel warm but mysterious. Be intentional, not constant. Avoid falling into constant good morning/good night texting early on. Text with purpose and presence. Just past this jazz bar that made me think of your playlist. Have you ever been into live music? Delay with grace, not games. If you're busy, don't pretend. Just be clear and calm. Just saw your message now. I'd love to catch up tonight when I'm free. End on a high note. When texting is going well, end the conversation before it drags. "I need to go, but I'm really enjoying this. Let's pick it up later." That gentle pause creates anticipation without cutting off connection. Role-play scripts. How to respond with balanced mystery. Scenario 1. He asks, "Why are you single?" You, "I've had meaningful relationships, but I'm not interested in settling for something that doesn't feel right." What about you? "Why it works." You're honest, not defensive, and you shift the focus back to him, creating a two-way emotional conversation. Scenario 2. He says, "I want to get to know everything about you." You, smiling, "Let's take our time." "I'm not going anywhere if you play your cards right." Why it works. You're flirty, but not overly revealing. This keeps him engaged and curious. Scenario 3. He asks about your past. You, "There's a lot I've learned from the past, and I'm proud of who I've become." Why it works. You acknowledge your depth without oversharing or making the moment heavy. Voice tone tips for in-person conversations. Soft and steady equals creates intimacy. Speak slowly and calmly. Let silence breathe between your words. Upward tone on curiosity equals keeps things playful. Ask questions with a lift at the end and "what happened then?" Lower tone when serious equals adds gravity. When discussing your values or boundaries, soften your voice and slow down. This creates presence. Practicing with a voice recorder can help you find your most grounded, natural tone. Social media do's and don'ts to keep the mystery alive. Do. Post glimpses of your life, not a full play-by-play. Show your passions, not just selfies, books, travel, behind the scenes. Let captions show thoughtfulness or humor. Don't give it all away. Don't overshare feelings about love, dating, or loneliness. Post cryptic emotional quotes that scream drama. Engage in too many flirty comments or attention-seeking stories. Mystery isn't about hiding, it's about selective showing. Less, "Look at me." More, "This is my world." You're welcome to explore it, if you're ready. Visual examples. These help you embody the right vibe. Use them as inspiration for your energy, style, or presence. A woman reading a book alone in a cozy cafe. She's calm, self-contained, inviting curiosity without needing attention. A woman laughing freely at a dinner party, then leaving early. She's warm and social, but values her energy. Her exit keeps her intriguing. A woman journaling by the beach at sunrise. She's reflective, intentional, and connected to herself. Mystery through presence. Character examples from film and TV. Use these as emotional blueprints, not to copy, but to study the balance between intrigue and connection. Claire Underwood, House of Cards. Calm, composed, powerful, she says little, but her presence speaks volumes. Lara Jean, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Vulnerable and private, she connects emotionally while still holding part of herself back. Selena Kyle / Catwoman, The Batman 2022. A perfect blend of openness and enigma. She shares when it matters, but never too much, too soon. Alicia Florrick, The Good Wife. Introspective and emotionally grounded, she commands attention with stillness. Mini quiz. What's your mystery style? Answer the following and see where you shine and what you could deepen. 1. On a first date, you're most likely to A. Share everything to find common ground. B. Let him lead the conversation and give thoughtful replies. C. Keep things light and avoid anything personal. 2. When texting, you usually A. Respond instantly with long replies. B. Respond when it feels right, keeping a balanced tone. C. Delay responses intentionally to seem less available. 3. Your idea of mystery is A. Being unreadable and hard to get. B. Letting someone gradually see your inner world. C. Avoiding deep conversations altogether. Results. Mostly A. You might be too open too soon. Try pacing your self-disclosure. Mostly B. Great balance. You're emotionally available without overexposing. Mostly C. You may be too guarded. Try letting someone earn your vulnerability with trust.